What's up, guys? Wow, this weekend was absolutely
amazing,
insane.
Korean Zombie literally murked Frankie Edgar so hard that it turned cold, and that's why we're fucking wearing these fucking beanies, man.
Beanie Squad. I'm just sad. I'm in mourning. Grandpa Edgar with the grandpa hairdo that time. It made me so bummed.
Put to sleep,
and it was brutal. But that was one of the most brutal knockouts I've seen, as far as attrition goes.
Yeah, that was
Getting
wild.
punched while you have somebody's back, that was pretty bad.
But it means
a lot. It sets up some really interesting matchups for a division that is on fire right now.
Oh, yeah.
The UFC featherweight division.
I'm super interested. I think right now the featherweight division is probably the most interesting division right now.
You put it number one? Because I feel like it's definitely top three. Middleweight, featherweight, lightweight is how I consider it.
I would say featherweight. I'm just so excited for Khabib versus Tony.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm see how that shakes up.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. That fight,
I hope it does. I hope
our Moby Dick, bro.
The MMA gods are shining upon us today, and we'll make that happen. But we're talking about the featherweight division.
Here we go.
And what? Okay, this is going to be a hot take, everybody. I just want to make it clear. I've always liked Korean Zombie. This is not just I'm sucking his dick right now.
I'm bandwagoning. I'm not gonna lie. I am bandwagoning so hard. I was rooting for Edgar, and I jumped on the hype train. But that being said, go ahead.
I think Korean Zombie could potentially be the next heavyweight champion.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Featherweight
I was like,
champion.
damn, I wasn't ready for that hot take. We didn't even prep that. I was like, no. What are you doing to me, man? You're Joe Roganing on Ronda right now so hard. You mean featherweight, yeah?
Featherweight.
Okay.
He will be the next featherweight champion. And
I think he will be too.
Here's his pathway. And this is why. So I don't think that he's going to get the Volkanovski's fight right away.
Really? I think he is.
Really?
Yeah, I think he is. I don't think fans, like myself included, I haven't talked to anybody who's hyped about Max Holloway rematching Volkanovski, at least immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've all seen Max lose enough times over the past few years, even if it wasn't in featherweight. We've seen him lose twice in the last 2 years.
Fair enough.
And there's not like the mythos, whatever that is.
He's unbeaten.
The aura. Yeah. I feel like fighters only get immediate rematches when they have, number one, a competitive fight with the fighter who dethroned them.
And they're the GOAT of that division.
Or they have, that aura, right? Like Amanda Nunes, I feel like she should get a rematch if she loses, and it's even a somewhat competitive fight.
I agree.
Like DC Stipe, I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't thrilled, but it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
I don't think, Holloway, he's lost to Poirier. It was up a division, but whatever.
Yeah.
He lost to Volkanovski. I don't think we need to see that fight immediately. So I think Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, gets the Volkanovski fight, but who do you think Chan Sung Jung gets next?
So I actually think that they'll probably do either a Max Holloway fight or a Brian Ortega fight.
Are we talking about versus Volkanovski for
Korean Zombie? Yeah, I think they're going to.
But why would you think? Okay, but who's going to fight Volkanovski if Holloway's
That's
not
true.
getting an immediate rematch?
You're right.
Well, Volkanovski did just get hand surgery.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that a timeline was released for how long he'll be out.
Okay.
But that could be.
Yeah. So
I would watch the shit. I mean the shit out of Holloway versus
So
Korean Zombie.
I think all the opposition that Korean Zombie has in front of him right now, he can do very, very well against. The only unknown factor is Brian Ortega. I don't know how well he'll stack up against Brian Ortega, but I think he can fucking smash the beat. I think that he'll be in a 5-round fight. In a 5-round fight, he can smash the beat.
Honestly, in a 3-round fight, I think.
I agree.
I think.
But I don't think that the UFC should let Zabit keep giving him these 3-round title or
it's
main
bogus.
event fights. It's bullshit.
I think it's only because they're trying to continue to build that
Fair enough.
Russian, especially the Dagestan region of really wanting to build that fan base because they're seeing a lot of growth there. I just think it's completely horseshit to give fighters. I mean, I'm not against fighters getting favorable matchups, but to arguably change and game the rules, that's where I start to get upset.
Yes, I agree.
To a degree, you can argue the way Floyd Mayweather would argue for he would pick the ring sizes, dictate what kind of gloves his opposition could wear. I'm thinking specifically about the Canelo fight. Because I'm biased,
And
because
you're a
he's a
redhead.
fellow ginger.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. But I think I actually have like the biggest Floyd nut hugger of the two of us.
You're right.
That being said,
Anyway,
like,
continue.
I think it's just bullshit when you have the UFC, who is a consistent promoter, who's specifically changing the rules to help one fighter.
I agree.
And that's why I don't think he even won that fight. So I think Zabit needs to fight down. I don't think he deserves, and I'm not excited about him against Ortega, Holloway. Or, I mean, honestly,
So I think that Zabit's probably going to get thrown Yair Rodriguez.
I think that makes sense. There's bad blood there. They've tried to set it up a few times.
Yes.
I hope Yair takes it, because he's such a drama queen when fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense for both
Yes.
of them, though. And I feel like Yair his biggest problem was before he was ranked higher than Zabit, and he was being a diva about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's ranked lower, so hopefully that'll help with the matchmaking for the actual fight.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that Korean Zombie, they might fight him against Brian Ortega, but Brian Ortega, he doesn't have that shine like he did after he got smashed by Max Holloway, and I don't think he's going to be able to beat Alexander Volkanovski. I don't think he's going to be able to beat Max Holloway.
Honestly, I don't think he would beat Korean Zombie either.
I don't think so, but I think it's a huge unknown. I do think Korean Zombie striking is better than Ortega's. I mean, obviously. Just T-City's, triangles are just so fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be able to submit
His
Zombie.
snapdown game's sick too,
Yeah.
but Zombie's got great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So then, let's Sean Shelby this. Sean Shelby, give us a call. It's fine. We'll do your job for you. That's great. We won't talk to the fighters. We'll just be like, hey, go. Just pay us $3 million a year. It's fine. So, each. But let's go from the top. So I think Volkanovski, if I'm matchmaker, I put Volkanovski, Korean Zombie right now. Then I put Holloway against... Ooh, that's rough. What do you even do with Holloway?
Either Zabit or Brian Ortega.
No way. I don't make that fight again. I don't
Brian
make that fight
Ortega
again. No way. If I am doing matchmaking my way, I give Holloway Stevens.
So
that's what I do.
Holloway Stevens.
I think the UFC.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm matchmaking.
Stevens is number 9.
I'm matchmaking.
Stevens is number
I'm
9.
matchmaking. It's not done often enough that the UFC gives fighters who just lost an actual step down in competition. Would you want to see Max Holloway go against the damn killer and get hurt again without having a chance to rebuild? No. So I think Holloway Stevens. It'll be a fun ass fight.
But
Stevens is just think about that fight.
Okay,
that's a good ass fight.
This is where I disagree with you. I think it doesn't make a compelling argument for him to get the rematch versus Volkanovski or Korean Zombie for that title shot.
But you can't do him against Ortega. He already beat Ortega. No
I
one
agree.
Wants to see that.
I
You
agree.
can't
So-
do him against Edgar.
So, okay.
Edgar just got finished.
So I will do this. Max Holloway versus Zabit, and then Brian Ortega.
You just want Zabit to get his ass beat.
I do.
The only reason you're doing this is because you want to see the significant strike differential from Holloway and Zabit. You'll just be like creaming your pants when you see that. You'll be, yes, John Anik, read me those significant strikes, round by round, baby, let's go. You'll see the red bar and the blue bar. You'll be like, yes.
I'll just jizz right past it right there. Anyway, but then Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega.
That's a fun fight.
Two
one's
Mexican
even mentioned
fighters
that.
ready to go. Ooh, my Mexican
That's a
blood's
really
just
good
pumping.
fight. That would be a ton of fun. You could
yeah.
even sell it like featherweight king of Mexico.
Or something like that.
Wow, UFC, I'm better at promoting than you. Who would have thought? I did. We did. But
Yeah.
we know you're terrible. That's okay.
So I do think Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez
Ooh, I
makes
love
a lot
that
of,
fight.
A lot of sense.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is kind of... I will say featherweight is a little bit hard to do the matchups for because the top 10 doesn't really round out nicely. Like,
No.
Moicano moved up a weight division. Aldo moved down a weight division. They're still ranked at featherweight.
Yeah. Josh Emmett and Jeremy Stevens.
Ooh,
Calvin
Kattar. And Burgos. That's the thing. I feel like Emmett... I don't think he really stacks up with the top guys super well. I feel like he's mostly like a tough...
He's
Dude,
gonna be
good
the
power.
new gatekeeper. For
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I think too.
Yeah.
Maybe we do Emmett Stevens. That could be a fun
Again?
fight.
Again.
But
Emmett Stevens almost
I love
died.
Jeremy Stevens against anybody. It's always a ton of fun.
Emmett Stevens almost died.
All right. Well, here's the problem. I think Aldo and Moicano need to not be ranked, so take those guys out. Stevens would actually be 7th. Emmett would be 8. Kattar would be 9, and Burgos would be 10. Okay, this is what I would do. Assuming that is what I would still have Holloway fight Stevens because Stevens would be 7. I would have Ortega fight.
Yair.
No, I love that fight, but I would have Zabit fight Yair.
Okay.
I would have Zabit fight Yair. I think that would actually set up. I would have Korean Zombie take the title shot, Zabit versus Yair for like the next title shot, and I would just be like, okay, whoever wins Volkanovski, Holloway fights the winner of Yair. Zabit, I think that's good. That's fun. Those fights are solid.
What did you say? Who's Ortega fighting?
Ortega is going to be fighting.
He's
Emmett. Ortega's going to be fighting
man,
Emmett.
no.
Bro, why do you want to see fighters
No.
who just got beat up
Listen.
fight other, like, that's the problem.
If I had a magical wand, but you know the UFC.
I know they won't do it.
They're
I know
gonna,
they
they're
won't do
gonna
it.
fight. They're gonna. Okay, what's so?
But Ortega can't fight Edgar. He can't fight Holloway. I don't think they're going to put him against Zabit. I would love to see that fight. I think Rodriguez Zabit is the fight to make, and I think it gets made. I think that even UFC matchmaking makes that fight. That's why I think Korean Zombie gets next title shot. You can't justify an Ortega title shot. So Ortega, if he wants to fight, they're not going to give him the Holloway rematch unless they're just giving up on him completely.
Or
there have been too many
Volkanov.
Modelo commercials to do that. So, like, he has to fight somebody.
Yeah, he does, and it's got to be in the top 5. He's not fighting Josh Emmett. There's no way he's fighting Josh
But
Emmett.
again, Emmett would be ranked 8th. And Korean Zombie, like, these are old rankings, too.
That's
Because
fair.
everyone takes this week off except for people who are in the pound for pound best damn MMA podcast channel in the damn game, which is us.
So this is what I think is most likely going to happen, and then we'll
Wrap it up, yeah.
Wrap it up. I think it's a 50-50. Either Max Holloway and Volkanovskis are having the rematch. I hope that doesn't happen. Korean Zombie fights Volkanovski, which is the preferred thing.
Preferred fight by all the fans that we're talking for.
I think Max Holloway then fights Zabit, and then I think Brian Ortega fights Yair, and I think everybody in the top 5 has a dance partner.
I think that your matchmaking makes more sense, but I don't think they're gonna. The part where it falls apart for me is I don't think they'll want to do Holloway versus Zabit because they've shown they want to protect Zabit, and Holloway would arguably be the worst matchup in the top 5 for Zabit.
for sure.
So I don't think if they're protecting him against Cater, I don't think they would throw him to Holloway.
That's fair.
But I think what you said makes a lot of sense. I think that would be.
Everybody has a dance partner
I'd
for
be hyped
2020.
for all those fights. It would just be difficult. Who would get shot? Whoever wins Volkanovski, Zombie. Whoever wins that, who they fight next would be difficult because it's like, how do you rank Rodriguez versus Ortega versus Zabit Holloway? But I guess you have 2 contenders. It's good.
Yeah.
I would be fine with that. I just don't think they're gonna feed. I think they're really. I don't know why they're protecting Zabit.
Like a little baby.
Like a little baby.
Like a Abraham Lincoln baby that he is.
A big baby. He's a very large human being. I don't know why they call it featherweight. But we got to stop this before I rant about that.
All right, guys.
Subscribe down below. We do tons of awesome content. Like we said, we're the best MMA channel on YouTube. It's like it's quantitative and qualitatively proven. We've got a few dissertations coming out, a few grad students working on proving it. Trust us, we've seen the early numbers. That being said, guys, subscribe. We're killing it. I'm Wesley.
I'm Alex, and we'll catch you next time.
Boom.